Retail don't have one website, have
Okay.
multiple websites. And if you got one on the top, second on the third or fourth, and one also on the bottom, you're really good. And going into AI, it's going to be smart, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening for content writers.
Yeah.
Do you even use content writers?
A good SEO always adapts, is always one step ahead. If he's doing the same
Yeah.
mistakes or same strategies, he's always going to be
Yeah.
on page two.
You can design your life the way you want it. If you can consciously see that, I tell my thing, you write it, you see it,
You believe in
you
it.
say it loud, and you take action.
Fernando, welcome.
Saket, good to hear you.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, I think, are aware who is Fernando Raymond. Like, I think the king of the hosting side of things and PBN hosting and everything. But for the people who don't know you, can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
I got first started online business with SEO. You know, as an SEO consultant back in 2013, I was looking up all the things like what are the industries that I can break free from the rat race and the jobs that I was doing in the corporate, which I wasn't really happy about. So I was reading about what are going to be the industries that's going to rise in the future and going to have a demand that I can be a service provider for businesses,
Right.
right? So came across SEO, read about the stuff, learned SEO, got myself started as an SEO consultant, then started the SEO agency, which is ClickDo, and then I was always in the ways of like the ways to rank in Google, you know. So latest techniques came across as PBNs, private blogs, the links, the easiest way to build the backlinks. At that time, it was a very straightforward thing. You plug the link and ranks goes up.
Those were
So
the golden times. Those were the golden times.
yeah, that was golden time. 2014, you like when I meet clients, I'll give like a money back guarantee. I'll literally say in the first
Money
month you're
back
gonna
guarantee.
rank.
Yeah.
There was a time at 2014, like in a month you can move a client to the first page if it is on the second, third, fourth pages. Right? It's like that's
I mean, I
in the
remember
PBN.
when we met for the first time, we were about moving rankings in few days, bro.
Yeah, we were moving. I mean, that was back in, I think we first starting on like 2015. So even then I was doing the SEO industry and purely as an SEO consultant. Goal was to be on the first page of Google. And we came across and we met and you showed me some magic
Yeah.
with the
And
rankings you had back in the days.
yes, yes. And all my listeners who don't know, like Fernando's the guy who
Yeah.
introduced me to the PBN side of the things. And he showed me like how to basically find PBN domains, how to vet the best quality domains and build like a highest quality network with no footprints. And that time it was golden times. If you had a PBN
Oh,
network
yeah.
and you had a client, you could just do 5 links and that's it.
That's it. Like,
Top 3.
It was really working. And then, so good to see that how soon you actually mastered to find the expired domains, like really good ones.
Yeah.
It's like, I was getting domains from different people back before I met you, right?
Yeah.
After you learn the game, like Saket got the best domains. And after that, best of
I still
quality.
remember, Fernando, like you
Yeah.
sent me a message or something like, hey bro, I'm dropping $500 a week on PBN domains. If you can find
Yeah.
us domains, we can do big business.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let me find everything about PBN domains, expired domains, everything.
Yeah. You learned it pretty fast. Like I think like 2-3 days time, you really cracked the code and like you were like, okay, let me drop the domains, bro. We had a time, right? You were dropping, I'm registering it, got the team and they are building the PBNs and the plugging the links mostly used for the clients really.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was a golden time. I thought that's it.
That's
You just
it.
like
Yes.
get the clients. It's like rank it, they stick, and they keep on paying. So, but things start changing. I evolved, and I've been because I was in the PBN industry. I got into the hosting space because I was using the the private blog network hosting, which is called the IP individual IP hosting. You need a unique IP to hosting. There was a mechanism to not to leave footprints. So I see the demand. I was getting it. I was using the hosting providers and hosting, and I was like, okay, there is a market that I can cater at that time. I had the PBN Demystified Facebook group with a couple of thousand people. which they were asking where you get the hosting. So that led to me starting the CeekaHost, the web hosting business. Initially, we started as the multiple IP hosting provider, ABC class IPs. And that really grew. I'm glad that how it all turned up, and meeting you and we playing this PBN business. And still, it's going.
I've been testing SeekaHost.app. Wow.
Yeah.
What a platform.
You love
like
it.
I was on EBN.
You love it, yeah?
I was on EBN, like some of the sites.
Yeah. I heard.
And I'm transferring everything like on SeekaHost. We're going big,
that's
brother.
it.
We're going
got
big.
The SeekaHost,
Yes.
Got the SeekaHost.
Yeah. So 2015 we met, right? And you're like, okay.
Yeah. We started talking in 2015. And
those were the PBN times, and we did a lot of PBN, our own network, I think. And then basically we used the PBN network to leverage our clients that time when I was in London.
Yeah.
And those times when we were ranking.
That was the story.
Yeah.
Right? At that time, some of the clients, I was like troublesome clients. I was like, I don't want to take it. Sake's like, let's get them on board. You go down to take literally anybody.
Yeah. High class escorts, London.
We got escort industry, magicians, like some
everything.
All these kind of different industries, removals, clearances, and very much of a time at that time. Like SEO business was very much booming, and it was easy. Whoever listening right now. Things work, but there is a strategy in place, and
for sure,
you can't just mess around with PBNs anymore. So that's something people need to take care. When they're using PBNs.
Yeah. I mean, and then moving on from the PBN side of things, what would you say was the biggest motivator to just focus on the hosting side of things? Because now I know you're doing SEO, you're doing hosting. So what excites you more today?
Hosting and catering. Basically, hosting is like providing the land, the property, the place to build it, the sustainable to grow the websites, right? So even I advocate build the PBNs. It's a blog. Build it for the long run. Make sure the content is good. You add some value to the web. I used to build real straight up dropping content PBNs back in the days. Things change. Google's Bing. Now Bing is really rising, I'm seeing, right? Bing search volumes and all. So I see the hosting side of the business is where I want to spend time. And also there is a big market to be catered. So one of the things with CeekaHost is we are a very affordable hosting provider. One of the most competitive pricing when it comes to PBN hosting, WordPress hosting, and also business hosting. So that's something I wanted to start off with, because when I was starting, I was always shopping around for the prices of hosting. At that time, hundreds or thousands of dollars to get PBN hosting on when you want to scale for thousands of PBNs. So I wanted to offer a hosting service that anybody can get started, and it's very reliable and also customer friendly, 24-hour support. So, and I'm enjoying it, so people scaling blogs, using it for their businesses, to their clients. So that's a very satisfying business and for the long run. And on the other hand, ClickDo is going. The guys are running it, the agency, which is catering the digital marketing services, websites building, softwares, and the stuff that's going. But that's what's got me started. And now the boat is sailing with CeekaHost for the very long time.
And the mission with CeekaHost going to UAE, it's still on?
Yeah, it is. We took ClickDo. You probably saw ClickDo.ae is already built. Right? But with CeekaHost,
I can see you coming for SEO Dubai and.
We are going with that with CeekaHost, ClickDo, because Dinesh and the team is really interested, because they flew to Dubai and the guys love it. And next month or so, they are also planning to come again. So ClickDo is already started, but CeekaHost, I have already started with CeekaHost app. If you Google cheap.ae domains, because .ae domains are normally $50. We offer a little bit of a better price, and also we are on the first page, so people are buying it, and that's moving, So and Dubai is a wonderful place. I love it, The sun power is there, so I started thinking with even Kasun. That's why me and Kasun is going there, just to look at the data center solution. How can we use the renewable energy? Because the sun is abundant there, because the prices of the The electricity is rising so for us in cooling and everything in the UK. So that's something we are going into. So, and that's a wonderful place, all these things are there.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'll be
Yeah.
looking forward to how you expand in Dubai because, yeah, I think it's
People
going to be a
people are
big
buying
move.
every day
It's going
now.
to be a big.
Domains things are really picking up. Domains because CeekaHost app people love it, and then of course the game is of being on the first page of Google, and people are registering domains. So I'm very excited that.
That's beautiful, man. So,
Yeah.
Fernando, like, what would you say, like, are the biggest changes that happen, like, in the SEO industry? And what are your thoughts on AI? Like, in the what you've seen from you've been doing SEO since 2013, more than 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Been like
proper
10 years
OG,
hammering every
proper
single
OG.
day. Every day looking at the SEO and like really using for clients. Still, there are some clients still from 2014, right? So
No way.
basically, my first
10
client I
years.
got on board on
Yeah.
2014 January. That clients still exist, So a lot of turbulence, but SEO works. You gotta change it and learn it and adapt it. But going back to your question, like what has changed? Search engines got like really competitive. Why? Because more volume for the same keywords for the same industry. Whereas it used to be like 100, now there are thousands of
Thousands of
providers. Even if
websites.
you look at the PBN sellers,
Oh,
SEO agencies,
they're
there used to
everywhere.
be like when I was starting back in the days, it was actually easy to get to the first page with those of keywords, like even as SEO agency. And now you look at it, there are like 1,000 agencies in one city alone. So it got very competitive. And also, it's not just also being good in the website's presentation. Google will still shuffle. You can be so good, and you used to be at number one for a year or so. And our clients, some of them, and they used to drop for no reason. The website used to convert well. On page time is good. Content is good. It converts so well, but still for some reason it just drops and goes down. And so that's because of the competition. So what we found for the client SEO side of the thing, we tell don't have one website, have
Okay.
multiple websites. When one drop, another comes. Actually it's working. So we have in the cleaning, clearance industries, removal industries, dentists, right,
Because
orthodontists.
it makes sense. If you
It,
have like a client and who has 5 sites and it ranks top five,
yeah,
you're taking 80% of the
always two
clicks.
is on the first page.
You're taking 80,
Yeah.
90% of the clicks. That's very
Yeah,
cheeky.
because not all the five you can get put on the first page, but at least two are there. And a good day, you got three.
Right.
And if you got one on the top, second on the third or fourth, and one also on the bottom, you're really good. So we started advising this from like 2019 onwards. So we were pretty much like a long time ago, we were telling some clients actually got started. But from the last year onwards, most are like, okay, let's do the second one, let's do the third website, optimize fee for that one as well, because they know no matter how good your content, because of the competition and the volume for the search engines, you're going to drop for some reason no matter
Yeah.
how good you are, because somebody's going to come. Google have to put them and see that. So that's been happening. So that what we advise, like build multiple websites, build more links for those multiple websites, and try to rank multiples on the first page. So that's that part. And going into AI, it's going to be smart, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening for content writers.
Yeah.
Do you even use content writers?
I
You
mean,
use still
like 20, 30% side of the things, because there's
yeah.
still a lot of fuss in the market. Like Google's going to spot
Yeah.
AI content. Google's going to spot AI content.
But there is a solution for that, all
Yeah.
these tools, right?
Right.
So, I mean, if I had to drop it, like, if you use ChatGPT, it will write a really pretty good case of a thing. Of course, still it's only 2021. It's just a matter of it can index real time, like Google or Bing, right? So that will come. I think it's less the capacity of their hosting capacity and their indexation
Right.
capabilities. And the other thing, so they are writing, of course, it's going to be duplicate content because everybody's using. And there are other tools. There are a couple of other tools, like I don't want to even drop the names. Like I've tested it. ChatGPT or the AI tool will write, that will rewrite, it will be edited again to be really unique, very reader friendly. And then if a human can actually quickly scream through it, taking a few 5 minutes, that really index and ranks.
Yeah. It ranks.
I
It
test.
ranks. It works. Like people who say
I
like,
drop. I okay. I mean, I'm going to drop an example. Like
right.
really, like
Okay.
if you Google cheap.ae domains. It's very recently dropped, because I started really testing and it was written that way, right?
Oh,
I added a little bit of my life. So cheap.ae domains, .ag domain registrations, all those things. Even in Dubai, it's ranking on the number 1 or 2 or 3, right? And I got the tool, 2 minutes it's written, add a little bit of my bits, publish it, because it's a Google News approved business website, FernandoRaymond.com business site. So it's Google News approved. In less than an hour, it's ranking, So if you so things have been working. In my blog, I started testing all those AI tools, but it will evolve. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
It's going to get smarter like a human being.
Yeah.
And
because here's
so
the
it
thing,
will
like
be
Fernando, I agree with what you're saying. Like, it'll evolve. We have to evolve, and content writing and all that, and managing big teams of content writers. It's kind of very stressful. It's laggy. It's slow, and we are moving in a very, very fast times. And I think Google has to adapt with all the AI content that's going to come.
That's where it's actually good. I mean, Google, one more tip for the listeners, I'll tell you. If you are using those AI tools, right, even as simple as ChatGPT, what I would say, once it's written, read it yourself, add your expertise. What I started testing is, because on my blog, so I'm a person, Google knows me, I'm an author, understood. So I use my expertise at the start and introduction. I use AI tools, do the industry research, and I add my expertise and my knowledge and my fact checking capability. So I actually tell the truth even. So what happened with the AI tool, you can do the research pretty fast than a human would do. And once you get the information, how you present it by asking the right questions and dropping the answers. That search engine on Bing, it ranks fast. Top keywords even. I tested for cheap domain registrars. Pretty competitive. On the second.
Without backlinks.
No backlinks yet.
Wow.
But backlinks are needed.
Yeah, backlinks are needed.
However, the one thing is like this, right? Being for some reason, it's favoring content a lot. But if you want to stick the ranks, Bing would rank fast, but it would drop. It's like you just and you drop if you don't have the holdings for the backlinks, right? But on Google, even to move, you need the backlinks. You can have the content so good, but unless it's a very rare topic that people haven't copied, it's unique, and you are the best presentation. Without backlinks, you have. So I see people coming up and say, "Oh, I ranked it on page and the stuff and all." It's not sticking. It's not for a competitive thing. Unless, and also if you're like a super authority in a topic and not many are SEO wise playing and have backlinks, then you have a chance. But Google, even I drop pages like on SeekaHost app. One of the things we really rank for domain terms like the .com domain, cheap.com domains, all this. So that's one of the reasons every few minutes somebody's buying domains and all on Checkout app. But we build backlinks. And the newly built pages, I put up pages for .link, different pages. They aren't budging after recent updates. What I'm seeing is backlinks are really, indeed, good backlinks, so powerful backlinks. Those things are needed in Google. You're not going to get anywhere without proper reference backlinks, quality ones, really.
Yeah. I mean,
what do you think? What do you think about it? Do you think you're the backlink guy?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I just I think AI and a bit of a powerful authority backlink, it's good to actually dominate any niche. And I also think there's a lot of factors that goes on the on-page side of things, basic on-page factors like topical relevancy and internal linking and H tags. But if you're just going to build a site just with AI and not look at those factors, it's not going to
You're not getting anywhere.
It's not working out.
Human expertise is what trains the AI.
Yeah.
AI can only learn as much what humans had put. It will evolve over time, but still it evolves on what a human dropped on the web, right? So it's not like AI bot, look at if an SEO guy with years of experience come and have a look on the website, properly saying. So that's It's like robots building the houses, or the things ain't going to be like as a human looking and kind of like really looking at the nitty gritty stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really worried, Fernando, like about AI and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like people are,
No,
I
nothing.
go to Twitter sometimes and you'll see a lot of SEOs. They're like, okay, 80% of the traffic is all going to be AI, 20% of the traffic, you're only going to be remaining with 20% of the traffic. That means your revenue is going to just go almost all. And I just don't believe in it because we SEOs,
No.
we learn to adapt, right? We're very
Yeah.
dynamic
I
in
mean,
our natures.
people have to adapt. I play the business of like, I'm not just like organic on the ads and just like drop the content. And I do paid ads as well. You have to be omnipresent, right? You have to try all the things. You can't just say it's Google. Now, to be honestly, Bing is really picking up. I track the search volumes for some of the terms. Search volume wise on Href and all are dropping. If you look at the last 6 months and all, some used to be high. So, and the other hand, most of our sites are getting actually a lot of Bing traffic,
Right.
because Bing is like, oh, now we have a chance. Now
Because
let's try
it's
to get
easier
our
to
market
rank as
share
well,
again.
right? It's easy to rank.
Yeah. And then what will happen? Say, example, AI tools or ChatGPT. People will start using on the mobile and all. However, when it's getting really good, what it will do, it will index websites real time. It will also come down. It will actually show the answer with reference to the website and all. But ChatGPT and all, they are like basically answering questions. But if in a commercial wise, people go to a search engines, Google, Bing, they're going to last for a long time, and people want to rent a car.
Yeah.
They're not going to go for AI tool. They are still used to go to a search engine,
Yeah.
right? Because they trust it, because search engine gives you a holistic approach of
Credibility as well.
finding the. Yeah, it's like so.
So you're not dependent on one
That's
answer as well, innit? Like you have like
no,
5 different.
people shop around. People
Yeah,
shop
people
around. You
shop
got to
around.
be on Bing. You got to be on Google. You got to be on LinkedIn, on Facebook ads, on Instagram. When people see you all those places, that's the person people buy. Unless they are in a sudden need of like an emergency, or find me a locksmith. There are some niches you can purely score on paid ads on search engines.
Yeah.
But other things like is like being a present of all the channels and being in the people's head.
Yeah.
So it's become really mass now going forward.
Yeah.
People can't just have just one small website and drop a one-page website and think like I'm going to make all the sales.
Yeah. I have a similar opinion. Like
Yeah.
And coming to the another topic, like you've been an SEO for more than a decade. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been an SEO almost a decade now as well. Like,
Yeah.
what would you say? Like, because I know like all the SEOs, they have like very big wins and very big losses. What would you
Yeah.
say, in your opinion, in your SEO journey, was the biggest win that you're like, yes, I did it, and there was the biggest loss and you couldn't sleep for it.
My biggest win.
Yeah.
So when I did, like, okay, I got the clients to make the money. But first one of the thing is to get to first pay ranking number one for SEO agency London. And that's why you even pay attention.
Yeah.
When I did that, like, so, like that was the win that got the moment. And then became also, it's like as much as the first ranking number one for SEO consultant.
And I remember
London.
you were calling clients from the office and you were like, they were like, hey, I'm looking
How's
for
the number
SEO.
one guy's ranking?
Well, I'm the number one, so just
let's
jump to
search it on Go.
Yeah.
So that was the game really changed. That ranking, because I knew no matter what he does, even in the hosting industry,
Right.
it's extremely competitive. But me and my team has a very big goal. What we want to do and want to go for.
But yeah, your biggest win, SEO agency London. Wow, I think is the most difficult keyword in the world. Like
SEO agency London was
thousands
really hard.
of SEOs, thousands of SEOs now.
It's thousands of SEOs, because that really changed the game. Of course, more than that, the SEO consultant London really changed the game. Not SEO consultant London, SEO consultant. SEO consultant, when I rank nationwide number, it's different, because SEO consultant London, there are a lot of other players, but nationwide, when you rank, the search volumes are like thousands, right? That really got heavy clients. That's what got me to make the money, set up the teams, let it really automate the business. So that was a big aha. And and anybody playing in the SEO industry thinking about getting into the SEO industry, I tell you, if you are in a good city or a country that has volume, go hard on it, right? Be the best guy.
You're the best guy.
People find out. Because when it comes to SEO, people really want to try to at least work with the best guy. They will only not work if they don't have the money to spend enough, because the best guy to start, right? So,
and the biggest loss now. So what would you say was the biggest loss? Biggest loss in the
biggest loss in the SEO industry, or
for a client or your personal projects, it just didn't work.
I mean, we tried to start ClickDo Media. You remember?
Oh yeah.
Cameras and all.
Yeah, ClickDo Media.
Right?
Production. It was like production or something.
Huh?
It was like production or something. ClickDo Media.
Yeah, we tried to get into the production business because this was kind of interesting. So me, Kasun, and we thought about it, because I'm a kind of a guy. I always I know you have to seed the plants in multiple places, because anything can happen. You can be so good at one industry, but others can come and take over you, right? So that's my strategy used to be. That's why I moved to the hosting industry, now to the property business and everything. So ClickDo Media started, invested on the cameras, got all the shirts and everything. Even you went to we here and there got some projects. So that didn't work out because we were trying to go to industry. There were experts who were way better, doing good and doing for years. And that wasn't something. So that was off the table. We learned a lot of things with that. So that's one of the things under the ClickDo. We went complete flop, after investing everything. The teams, you remember, I had the video editors, everything in the office and all, Michael, my guys and all. So, but that was a
good old team.
Yeah, but I think always everything is a learning experience.
For sure. I mean, if you're not learning from your failures, you're gonna repeat the same mistakes. And you're going to feel like, I'm stuck in this place. And I think it connects to SEO as well. A good SEO always adapts, is always one step ahead. If he's doing the same mistakes or same strategies, he's always going to be on page 2.
Yeah, that's not going to work. People have to really evolve. People have to, because SEO-wise, that's why we are still in the game, because we could just keep on changing it. It's changing. Last bit of update really got changes for a lot, like location pages and having similar pages on a website just to get posts. So that got punished, I could see. So we got our clients, had a chat, told them the strategy is to be changed. 3 months, come back.
They're back.
So you gotta evolve. It's life really. It's turbulence come. SEO, it's going to be change a lot in the coming years. People are going to be like, I just some people I build this backlinks, it just ranked. No, you got to evolve. You got to test the backlinks.
But would you say it's the hardest time to start being a SEO? I don't know anything and I want to be an SEO. I think it's very hard, right? You need to.
It's hard. It's proper hard.
You need to have that experience that we have,
it's proper hard. What I would say for anybody still want to get started, because industry is there. You learn the basics, the fundamentals, how the on-page SEO work. You can learn it all in a day, right? And learn a little bit of what the backlinks and the stuff. And then you use an experienced expert to facilitate your SEO. Say you want to be a SEO because you want to get clients and make money, right? Then the best thing is you use suppliers. To grow your business quickly, because money matters. You can't be putting another 2 years to learn SEO. Another year.
Or you partner up with the best SEO and you use your marketing skills, or just getting out there. Just get yourself out there.
You build the brand. Put up a brand name. Talk to another person if you can partner up. If you don't want to partner up, somehow you got to you got to get the first 2-3 clients that you're going to work for free or very less. Show them some results, do the case studies, have the presentation, but you need suppliers, because you're not going to know how backlinks and everything work very effectively like an experienced person, right? So if you try to build 30 backlinks in a wrong way, your client website is going to blow up and you're doing a harm. But so if you can use say you got a retain of starter $500 or something, very mini starter level. And then you pay the supply $350. You have a very little chunk, but you try to scale it. And then also while scaling, you learn it by working with the suppliers,
And you
experts,
ditch the
right?
supplier.
And exactly, up to you. People do that,
People do
People
that, yeah.
people do that, even in our
People do
industry,
all
agency
sorts of things
industry.
in our industry, bro.
Yeah, people do that. People learn it and people go and start their own agency. That's how the world works.
That's how
You
the
gotta
world
move
works.
fast.
Yeah.
You,
There's
you
all
get it. You
sorts of
gotta move fast.
characters, the game players, and you just have to
Yeah,
adapt in the whole commune where you're playing your game, SEO
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. Because you gotta move really fast, and
But
that's the way to get
Fernando,
it.
one thing what I've seen, like anything you have touched, because I've known you very personally and I've been very close to you
Yeah.
since those times in London, now us meeting in Dubai and stuff. What I've
Mhm.
noticed is everything that you vision, most of the things, you built a brand around it and it became a hit. So what would you say, like the best thing that worked, like building a brand? Like I think you're the
I tell you,
yeah,
I tell you, even build
yeah,
a brand.
yeah,
Saket, you already got it. You have thousands of clients. Build a brand to shine even better. Because, like, when you have a brand, it becomes the process easy, and you can venture out to other industries also easier. So when you build a ClickDo as a brand, you talk a lot, you be everywhere. For you to move to the hosting business, it was very easy because I had a brand. I was known as the SEO guy. I was known as the SEO consultant. So for me to move to the hosting industry was pretty. It's a very competitive market. You gotta build a brand, right? So and the other thing, I write it down. You guys probably see all my. So this is my
yeah,
workroom. So I write it down all over, right? I see that, right? I see that, and if I started for a reason, I don't give up, right? Like even that click to media business, because I didn't really enjoy it, then I would drop it and I would stay. Like I got, but if I started because I like it, because anything can be turned out to win if it has a market,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If it has a market and if the market has bigger players, that's definitely good. And if
But
you
it's
are not
also the
going to give
mindset,
up,
Fernando. You have a special mindset,
mindset, that's the mindset, because you don't give up.
and
You
you
just
believe in it so
really
much that it's
try.
going to work out. You know,
That's the thing.
like when you
You don't
told me
give
like
up.
you're gonna be a PBN guy, I never believed it, and you believed in me. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I
oh,
believe I knew that you're gonna be the best guy. You saw, even
yeah,
I would even tell you as the best guy, even at that time and then you became the guy. So even
yeah,
means that's the thing, you gotta have a mindset that you can win in this world, in the digital economy, anything. People, when I see people crying about their industry or else their client in, you just can learn a new thing. You
yeah,
don't like it, you can learn and be better. You just gotta put up the time.
yeah,
So we're still in the industry. Expired domains people are
yeah.
like, you're still in the game.
You know what I was thinking? Like
Yeah.
after what you've said, I'm thinking right now, like there are actually no SEO problems. The only personal
Hmm.
problems that affect any business or SEO business or building a brand,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
are,
That's
I've known you for a long time, and you've been doing really good on the health, spiritual side of the things, and you stretch a
yeah.
lot and you do crazy, handstands. And yeah, how do you use your SEO
It
mobility? Like,
it comes to your business. I see.
yeah.
I really see. Like, so
Everything is connected, I think.
even so, I was having a very amazing life even until 2020, right?
Right.
Even under 2020 happened, I had a really a gala time.
Yeah.
But on the news, I would see that. I would listen to it. I will have a look what's going on. But like how you start the day, and okay, meditation is a big thing. So I firmly believe that you can design your life the way you want it if you can consciously see that. I tell my thing. You write it, you see it,
You believe in
you
it.
say it loud, and you take action,
Hmm.
right? And nature has a power. It's maybe the God, it's the thing. If you are a believer and if you want to do good God, if you don't do bad stuff for the others and trying to rip off and the stuff, like, you overall looked up well. But you got to make sure you look at your machine, because your machine is what powers the mindset.
Yeah, the energy,
No matter
the
how much of strong
concentration.
your mind. Yeah, that's what I do. It's now with the part. I can't miss a day of yoga. I can't miss it. I can't miss a day of going to the gym. So
Are you going to launch a
it's like
masterclass or
eating.
something? Every CeekaHost app customer who buys hosting,
Yeah,
he'll get a yoga
yeah.
masterclass from Fernando.
Yeah, the tribe. I was thinking,
Yeah.
because even my brother got the yoga teacher qualification. Now he's a teacher as well. And yes, Let's do something when we meet in Dubai or in Bali soon this year.
I mean, last time you made me try do the handstands in 2 days. I mean,
You gave up? you don't practice it?
Yeah, I'll get back on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like, okay. So you said, vision something, write it down, and take action.
Yeah.
Okay, for someone who's listening, he's visioning it. He's like, okay, I'm going to start an e-commerce store. I'm going to SEO it. He writes it down. He builds a store. He goes on Shopify. He goes to SeekaHost.app, registers a domain now. You can register domains on SeekaHost, right?
Oh, yeah, all day long. We are the best, really. SeekaHost app. You want a cheap.com domains? Google cheap.com domains. We are on the first page of Google.
Okay. So you go on SeekaHost. You register a domain. And then the e-commerce brand is built. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to start building backlinks to the content that's already there. He starts moving up the rankings, but he stops believing in it. He's like, it's taking too much time. I don't know why.
People do that. That's the thing. It's like they're not going to win the game. I see a lot. I see people.
So what's lacking in this mind, is in this young mind's, capacity of seeing things?
You got to be strong, man.
Yeah.
You got to be strong. You got to work out. You got to train. That trains a lot of people who give up. They haven't got their machine strong. They can't. You see how we would do the pull-ups, push-ups.
Yeah.
People leave, right?
Yeah.
We go till the last moment and we win it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the kind of the mindset, you training the body. That's one of the reasons, even yours, because you train, I train. And the people who actually train, I like people who train. I encourage my people to, of course, go and train and all, because they are very strong in the mindset. And they are the people, if all the ranks drop or business goes tank, they will like,
you are anti-fragile.
Exactly. Let's find a way. So training the body, lifting and giving that capabilities, that's what I do. That, it has its benefits of like feeling good, looking good and all those things. But that gets to the mindset of the business, because the business is your personal life mean, which is a part of mindset and all. So that's what powers it.
I mean, I still remember I was doing push-ups with 25 other guys in Dubai in the JBR. And we were the last two remaining. And Fernando was looking at me and he was like, bro, give up. I'm like, no, I'm not going to give up. You give up. And we did like 65 push-ups or something.
Yeah.
And everybody was looking at it. They're like, who are these guys? We just SEO guys. We just SEO guys. So we don't give up.
It's a thing you take to the life. I feel every man or a woman just have the tough mindset, because the world needs that. It's not just SEO. You need for business, for the lifestyle, for the world to thrive. You need that kind of people. I mean, that's why.
So yoga, meditation,
train, lift some weights,
gym,
do some squats. Yeah, gym. And that gets you stronger. Your entire mindset changes. Even the people I associate, if they're not training, I'm like, can't get along much.
Yeah.
So even like one by one, our guys are like going to the gym who never went on. So if it comes with your family also, if the parents didn't push it, they kind of not trained for that, right?
Way. Yeah.
In that way. So their surroundings, their friends who care has to support them to get to that and get them hooked.
Yeah.
So,
I've been testing with some cold plunge, Fernando. In the morning.
I do it every day. I
9 minutes.
Cold water shower.
Wow. 9 minutes in the morning.
I do
proper challenge.
I do it every day. The thing now, I did it so much, it would be incredible. Like even my brother, he would go anything. So because when I was in Estonia and all, I went always minus, right? And then the more that you do, when you start doing every day, you lose it in the sense you don't feel cold anymore. So that's what happened.
I mean, you kind of still feel the cold, but you kind of have that mindset. It's okay. You're gonna survive, and you go through that.
No, you're not that you don't. Your body is kind of like capable of taking.
Yeah. Body adapts to the mind, right?
Yeah, but I love it. It gives a good energy. So this one, I took a full shower and cold water, and then it's not sunny even day.
Oh, what's the temperature in UK?
Right now it's around. I mean, this is not like 10 Celsius.
10 Celsius.
So
not ideal SEO working conditions.
Yeah, it's in my location, it's just 11,
Oh,
So yeah, sun is gonna come in the afternoon. When the sun comes, I make sure I go to the garden and I kind of like fully do my yoga,
yeah.
sun salutation, and just like get the body in that zone.
Yes. Yes. I encourage all my people, all my close ones to get on this lifestyle as well, because all the things
Yeah.
you're gonna master in this side of the things, you can take it to your business or building a brand or running a SEO, company, and you can really maybe achieve things faster than you thought. Because before you
Yeah.
just want to do this thing and you don't have that mindset or that training of how to adapt in real life, you kind of
Yeah.
crash. You kind of crash. You take a step, but two steps back, So,
Mindset is the thing, you will
yeah.
find ways if your mindset is strong, and because the world is gonna get like competitive, things are gonna come. AI robots are gonna come. I'm just thinking, I was talking with my colleagues. What if Terminator 2 start happening in real life? Right? Those robots come like
Yeah.
for COVID only, right? So we had a drama, right? So we gotta be ready. We'll have a wonderful ride. So anybody who's listening, if you're willing to start a business or something, start few ventures. Don't start one website.
Yeah.
Start 2, 3 websites. Test on the thing, because if one ship sinks, you got other few. So get the skills. Don't try to, because a lot of skills will also be obsolete in the future, right?
Yeah.
So rather just putting all the time on the other one, put the time to be really good on the skill, but acquire multiple skills that you can connect each other, and then always be ready to venture out and just kind of like scale and grow,
Yeah.
because if
And even
one
travel the
tanks,
world,
yeah, that's the thing.
What would you say?
Real
Like I
nomads.
see some people and they're like, um being a digital nomad, there's a lot of distractions and stuff. And I know you kind of travel full time, almost like all
All
the
the
time,
time.
all the time.
I have made a habit. Every month I travel at least a week away from the country. So I'm in the UK mostly, but I might most probably move to the Europe and live in Germany and Switzerland. That's sort of plan. I was in Austria. You see the things and you get inspired. And also, after all,
Yeah.
to live
But you
the
don't get
living the life
distracted?
is to
You don't get
explore.
distracted,
Huh?
or you don't get your flow broken or something? Like,
No, once you don't really. Once you set up your team, so even that's how I do for my
okay,
teams now.
you
So
need to have the
underneath,
SOPs and you need to have teams and you need to have
yeah,
systems
you
before
need
you
you need to
start
have the
doing
team.
such a thing.
You need to, because ultimately some leaders, so even in my company I have underneath 4 managers that I would talk to. Even for them, some of them, like 2 of them are already set up, they can also go travel or missing. They don't travel much, but they can also, because they travel, they set up the teams underneath them to do the operation if they are not there.
Yeah.
I would not talk here, I would only talk here onto them, right? So that's how I train to them, because ultimately the world comes down to, because when you're under harmony is where you would find a solution of for a big thing. When I travel, I came across the property industry, how I can do it differently, and I'm on that one, right?
Yeah.
So you get to that thing, and what else? You want to see the world. Well, it's on. Things are getting expensive. I'm glad I stayed in all the best hotels in London,
Yeah.
and now I'm looking at like prices are like 3-4 times, and
Inflation is
and as
through the
soon as the
roof.
as soon as the COVID finishes, I was seeing it's all cheap, and I kind of like stayed it all. And even the travel, wait till the airlines get the carbon, all these cases and all the scores they got to keep low, so they will increase the price side,
Yeah.
right? So you don't want to be till then and realize like, shit, now I can't travel,
Yeah.
right? So everything has in life for time.
Yeah.
So be
And
smart what you want to do,
yeah.
and then
And you need
you
to be
got
an
to
all
use the
rounder. You need
opportunity.
to be an all rounder. You need to have that
You gotta be, you
business. You
gotta,
have to have good mindset, good body,
yeah.
good everything, good relationships, everything.
That's the thing. Be a good person,
Yeah.
Be a good person, and that's what's important, really, because then the good thing starts happening. The world look after that. I see that. The world, the mother nature, it look after you, no matter what goes around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only bad in the news anyway.
Yeah. Just don't
It's
watch the
it's
news.
you stop watching the news, to be honest, and if you do your
And stop
thing,
playing video games. I think
But
a lot of young people, they just keep their hours in video games and they feel like they're achieving something, and it's just scores in a television, which is not even real,
yeah, so I mean, that's one thing I'm kind of thinking about. What's this chat GPT and all? You and me used to write in the back in the days. Saket would write an article really fast, right? So that's how your cognition, like your brain power got developed. And we used to think and do, but now write me this,
Yeah.
make me this. So
Write me this, make me this.
future, yeah, a lot of people will not know to do all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
People will find workout for me. Take the thing and
rank for me.
so,
Do you think there's gonna be a time when people will say rank for me?
Not just like that, but like
not to the AI, to the human, right? Or they can do
the thing is, so that will happen. The person who build the best AI. So what it's going to come down, you can train your genie. That's going to come. So it will be with your phone. I think that's how I see the future. You will have your AI or the genie that you can train to facilitate your needs. It listens to you. It takes inputs of your data, and then it finds what you want. Because when you go to YouTube, that's what YouTube will do, right? It will show according to your history what you like to see, and we are happy. If you go to a new channel, we are not logged in, you're like, what the hell? I don't know what to see.
Yeah.
But on your channel, if you're logged in, it's tailored to make you happy because according to what your interest. So it will be a genie in your hand phone. That's how I'm thinking. That's why it's kind of going to go. It will be your AI. It's you as an AI.
Yeah.
We'll do the ranking. It will like, okay, you got the client. It knows how you want to do. It will plan the content. So I think it's
going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Very interesting. Sure. Very interesting.
I'd suggest everybody, if you're thinking it as like, oh, it's going to take your opportunity away, don't think like that. Because there's going to be multiple and numerous opportunities that can be created from this whole AI revolution,
Yeah. So many things are going to come from the revolution. So yeah, that's the interesting part. We're living in a really good time. All the people who are, even your audience listening, who got to do is like, dude, like learn the tools, test them, test all the tools. I did it like I took it a weekend. I went through all the tools and I filtered out and find all the tools that I wanted. I got the paid subscription. I pass on to the guys. I'm like, these are good. Let's use them to make us efficient. So that's how you should be doing. Test all the tools. Pick the ones it can help your business, what you do in SEO, digital marketing, online stuff, and then use it, Yeah. So that's the way to win the game, really.
Yes, let's win. Let's win this game. I feel like
let's win this,
I feel like I'm more into this, building this tribe of people where everybody wins to a capability that we all can celebrate each other,
Yeah, that's the thing. The tribe,
Yeah, because you are competing with our SEOs, but it's okay. Like you don't have to.
You need to learn from them. You need to learn from them. I mean, I pass on. I pass on. I mean, I work on the big, very good SEOs in London, right? So I pass on them to the clients. I mean, I tell you, I learn from them. When I get a thing, I'm like, this page is not budging. What would you say? I can get on the call and ask them, right? So that helps your business, because the market is so big. You're not competing with anybody. Build your tribe. Ideally, the Dream 100.
Dream 100.
Like your at least the Dream 10. Your Dream 10 in your niche. Like so, like I know you. I know some of this. You guys. Yeah. I can ask you. We don't bug each other regularly, but if I have a thing, Saket, give me a shout out.
Yeah.
Right. Give me a share.
Yeah.
So I'm a guy who used that tribe thing back in when I was doing the SEO. Share it on social
I think
media.
we had like SEO tribe or something, no?
We had the SEO tribe. We will go and drop and say we'll get like 100 shares, and it actually used to work.
Yeah.
And the online social media thing, if you want to blow up as influencer or anything, you having your tribe is really, even for your social SEO.
Yeah.
If you know 20 people who
that can spend time on the site.
I know exactly. Yeah, so they will Google, they will drop it on the page. If you have a small tribe, right? If you have a small tribe that you can get on a group call, and everybody from different countries search for that page, visit that page, share it, and if they have blogs, they also build a link.
Yes. So guys,
Free
yeah,
SEO,
build
right?
the tribe. Let's win
Build a
together.
tribe.
So yeah,
That's the thing.
so much
I'm looking
valuable.
forward to Saket's 100 people tribe. We all get on a call and do that one day.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
Do like a YOLO chat about SEO and
I'll
things.
also bring some people. We can even do with like less than 100, like initially to get it going. So that'd be good because people can help each other. Yeah.
So wrapping up this podcast, I think a lot of people have gotten a lot of valuable stuff from you. But yeah, closing off this podcast, what would you say is your final best SEO advice or building a brand advice that you give to our listeners today?
If you're in the online space, build your property. It's like I try to everybody to buy your own property as a thing, because if you're not building your own website or the brand,
and it is your property,
it is your property, right? Okay, the government could take it off if they want, but that's not the way. You paid it, you own it to a level, right? So look at the thing, FernandoRaymond.com, the business. I have my main property, right? So for people, if you're starting online, build your property that you firmly own. You put your case studies and about you and your business and what you do on that, and then try to be a brand on the social media, on search engines. Because if people search your name, your business name, and who's behind the business, it comes down to your name. And if you are a shining person, they're like, I want to do business with them. So that really helps. That's why I started telling to my staff, some of them, to build their own personal name and the brand as an expert on the YouTube and on Google, write some books, put it up, because some people would want to Google. And also when you do for a Zoom conversation, you're pitching or you're something, you can just like, you to Google my name if you're not doing it. Then they see it. Rather you only try to verbally drop everything. Then they quietly look at that. When they see your book, when they see your website, when they see some case studies and reviews and your branding, your shining, your expert opinions, your podcast, people want to do business. Life becomes easier.
Yes. Amazing, Fernando. Amazing. So, Fernando, where can people find you? What are all your ventures? Let us know, and people will look into the comments. And
you can start by just searching online for Fernando Raymond. Look it on Bing, look it on Yahoo, nice profiles, all the things, the books and things would come. And to come to online marketing, you can just Google ClickDo, ClickDo, ClickDo agency, and then also SeekaHost, which you got it right now. I'm just like sitting a little high, so it was it. But SeekaHost, and those are the places you can find. SeekaHost universities. There are free courses for the base level to an advanced level, the blogging, SEO, Google AdWords, Facebook advertising. Those courses are there for anybody who needs. So SeekaHost University is something anybody can go and learn or get their staff to just go and take off these courses. And those are the channels.
Awesome. I'll link to everything what Fernando mentioned in the comments, so you guys can check Fernando out, his companies, his ventures, his hosting businesses, his SEO company, everything. And yes, Fernando, thanks for coming into this podcast.
Good one, Saket.
Yes.
Good catching up. Actually, we were catching up properly, really. So I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon, Saket.
Yes.
So thanks for inviting. And,
really grateful. And I'll see you soon.
See you soon, Saket.